Welcome to Time for Healing. I'm your host, Marion Porter of Star Winds. Boy, do we have a show for you today. I've got none other than our dear friend Robin Barros, and she is here to talk to us all about integrative manual therapy. Hey, look at you.
Hello.
Yay, you're back, you're back.
Thanks for inviting me.
Well, you know, some years ago we did the Reiki show, and when I found out that you did this, the integrative manual therapy, I had to have you on again. So let's get right to it. Integrative manual therapy. What is it?
It's a healing modality. Begins with teaching us how to feel every modality within the body.
What?
So basically every vein has its own motility. Every piece of the heart has a different feeling. A virus has a different feeling. Lyme's. So we took many years of schooling, but basically the whole idea is to feel within our hands and to see with our eyes what's going on within the body, every layer, every aspect.
Wow. So what is involved with all of that? Seeing with eyes and feeling with hands. And it sounds like an awful lot of layers going on there. How do you do that? How is that possible?
Well, we began very simply with learning how to find disruptions of membranes, which is basically like a dimple or divot in the body. And then we learned how to feel any shifts within the spinal column, whether it's the rib cage, the spine, the sacrum, the brain. Each class was very specifically designated for a different part of the body. And then for me, I had started out barely able to walk. So I started out as a patient and started to feel stuff.
Wait, so did you learn about this by going to someone who practiced this for a healing?
Yeah, so I went to a clinic
wow.
in Bloomfield for 2 years and worked on all aspects. So integrative, meaning body, mind, and spirit, whether it's your health, it's your bones, it's your body, what you're saying to yourself. We really integrate every type of thing going on in your body to get the greatest healing in the shortest time.
Wow.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. I don't know where to go with my next question because I have so many of them lining up in my head to come out. So it's not quite like Reiki. It's not quite like what do you?
So
how do you feel like a dimple or a divot, like a disruption of a membrane? All of those words you said. How do you even see them?
With Reiki, we learn to take the client to a specific place. We send energy, seeing them perfectly whole and as healthy as they can be, and just knowing that the energy will go where it needs to go. With integrative manual therapy, we look at the body, and the body will tell us exactly where we need to go to get the most bang for our buck.
How?
So I learned how to scan the body and find the place that the body says this spot will give us the most healing. So there's a tension or there is a blockage here that's affecting everything else in the body.
Wow. So let's just say I came in with digestive issues. Mm-hmm. That might not even be. It could be something somewhere else.
Right. So with digestive issues, sometimes we'll go and first the body will want you to work on the heart.
How so?
Because the heart might be a problem that's even bigger than the digestive issue. It may give me an indication that you're insufficient in a particular vitamin, such as calcium. Women have a lot of issues with calcium insufficiency, which affects the heart and the brain. Some people will, some people I will notice that the issue is the right hip, which in a lot of cases is a gluten problem, where it's affecting the cecum and affecting the hip joint.
The what?
The cecum is the large intestine, the beginning of the large intestine.
Not the colon?
It is part of the large intestine. The colon is part of the large intestine.
The cecum is the beginning?
It's the beginning. It's by your appendix. And it's on the right side.
Hence the right hip.
Hence the right hip.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it's really, the body is so ingenious. You know, some people will come in because they have a shoulder problem or an arm problem, and it's really wrapped around the heart, because the body knows that if you have a sensitivity in your heart, if you have something that can be damaged, it won't let you move your arms.
Wow.
It will want you to restrict your motion, your ability to move. Your range of motion is really important, and it can be restricted because of an issue. So it really depends on what is going on within the body.
So if I'm coming in with digestive issues, is it best for me not even to say and just let you do your thing and tell me? Or
a lot of times I will ask the client what the issue is, and then I will check to see what I'm coming up with. And we always focus a portion of the treatment on what they're looking at, but I may give them suggestions on what I'm getting from the body that might be the underlying cause or the underlying issue that they're not even aware of yet.
Wow. So that's just, this is fascinating.
Can I give you an example?
Yeah, please.
So I had someone who came in with lower back pain.
Oh.
And what I found out was that they'd been hit in the head very severely. And so the dura within the brain had been damaged, and kind of like getting a divot in your brain, but of the covering of the brain that goes all the way down the spinal column, which is the dura, the heavy coating over it. And that had it was pushed in. It had a damage to it, disruption of membrane. And when I was able to release that, it allowed range of motion all the way down the spine. And you could feel that.
Wow. And so that they had gotten hit in the head recently, or had that been much?
It had been like within the month, and they just hadn't put them together. They were just mostly concerned with the biggest pain that they had was in their lower back. And even that sometimes can be from the kidneys and the ureters, which is how...
The what now?
Ureters.
Ureters?
Yep. Are small tubes that come from your kidneys down the side of both sides of the spine and into the bladder. When they become inflamed because of digestive issues, because of urinary tract issues, you could feel like you have a lower back issue because it's pushing on the nerves in the spine.
My God.
Yeah, it's pretty intense.
How did this modality come into being? When did it come into being?
The history of integrative manual therapy goes back to a woman 30, maybe 40 years ago now, who came in to bring new modalities into St. Francis Hospital. And then...
Here in Connecticut?
Yep. And then ended up opening up her own clinic and treating more on the side of physical therapy, but she had such amazing knowledge, and she brought together people that had such amazing knowledge and intuition and had been in the industries for so long, feeling that physical therapy is known, you want to bring the body to its end range, take it just beyond there and hope that it gives you more range of motion. Her idea was that what we want to do is not to stress the body, but to bring it back and relax it and allow it to naturally unwind. And that was the beginning.
So this integrative manual therapy was invented in Connecticut?
Mm-hmm. It certainly was.
You heard it here first, folks. Connecticut on the map. Look at us. Wow. Well, and so, I mean, she just found it by knowing what?
Years and years of experience, and then she's written many books, and she taught classes. I did the 3-year school, and summer schools, and winter schools, and advanced classes, and there was so much to learn. I just wanted to absorb everything. And then myself, I needed to heal. So part of that was me finding my way to health and wellness. You know, whether it's vitamins or whether it's good nutrition. And for me, it was going gluten-free and sugar-free. There was so much to integrate to have really good health.
Oh my.
They taught amazing stuff.
And you learned all of it.
I tried.
This is exciting. This is exciting. Wow. So this isn't just like going to one area of the body. It's going to all the systems that contribute to whatever the presenting symptom is.
And then even if we're working on the physical body, say a bone or an organ, at the same time I can also be working subconsciously. I learned how to ask the body questions and bring up certain areas of interest to the client. Some of it they don't need to know, and some of it is like, okay, age 30, your mom, something happened. And something will pop into their head, maybe during the treatment, maybe a day or two later, and you'll find that it was something that they couldn't understand or deal with, or it caused a trauma that they buried in the body. And so I'm working on the hip, and this particular trauma comes up, and you fix the hip, you remove the trauma, and they can go about their day without having to deal with it anymore.
Oh my. Well, I'll tell you what. I am very, very, very excited to receive some integrative manual therapy. So why don't we go ahead and do that? I'm so excited.
Perfect. It'd be my honor.
Thank you. Okay, well, look at us. We're all ready for me to experience some integrative manual therapy. So here we go. So we're gonna work on my digestive issues. Mm-hmm. So what is it that you're gonna do?
So first, I'm just gonna check to see where your body.
What's that you're doing?
So I'm just doing a diagnostic, a 5-point diagnostic. I'm checking from your top of your head, each hand, and your feet. I can't reach the bottom of your feet if you were on my table. I would actually go to the bottom of your feet. You wouldn't have shoes on. I'm right now just asking. So I'm using my intuition. And your body is going directly to your digestive. So if you don't mind, I'm just going to put my hand here.
Look at me.
And we'll do a little bit on your pancreas.
Oh.
A little bit on your
Where
cecum.
should I put my hands?
You can put your hands wherever it's comfortable. I know it's kind of awkward sitting in the...
I'll grab the... Oh, hey, what's happening to me? This is...
So I'm just sending energy in right now, and I'm kind of making, like, putting the dots together, connecting your cecum, which is on your right hand hip area, and your pancreas, which is right here at the center of your body.
That's where it is?
Yep.
Fancy that.
You know, talk about it being the second heart. The reason why so many people have issues with diabetes and chocolate and sugar and
I never heard that before.
yeah.
The pancreas is the second heart.
It takes a lot of emotions and everything, and any little bit of sugar affects the pancreas. So it is extremely important to have a healthy pancreas and
How's mine feeling?
it's feeling pretty good, but you definitely need to make sure that you, like everyone else, has to limit the processed sugar. You know, honey and maple syrup, that type of thing is not so bad, but processed sugar is really rough. It's a neurotoxin, so it really enhances pain in the body. So,
What? Sugar's a neurotoxin?
yep, it affects our nervous system.
Dear God.
And so if you had a pain without sugar in a 1 from 10 and it was a 2, with sugar in your system, it'd probably be an 8. And if you have a 10 pain, it's going to be up around 100. And right now I'm in the back. I have one hand still on your pancreas and the other hand back at your spinal column, at your sacrum. For this class, I also had to take anatomy and cranial anatomy, which is the brain.
So I'm feeling stuff happening here. Not just because you're moving your hand. Oh, look at me.
And now I'm on your heart. So I'm actually
I'm feeling things.
internally with my hands. I am literally going through the skin, the dura, the fascia, and reaching in with my energy to your actual heart. The left atrium is kind of like suction cupping my hand at the moment.
Should I be nervous about
Nah.
this? Look at me with my left atrium. Suction cup in her hand, no less.
And so as I work, I'm also looking, is there any viral motility? Is there any parasite motility? Is there anything that I can feel?
Parasites?
You know, with digestive issues, we need to really look at everything. But it's all good.
Those are parasites?
No.
Is it really?
No, there is not any parasites.
There's a tapeworm running around?
No tapeworms
So I'm
running
running
around.
away from your hand,
And I
is
wouldn't
it?
tell you on TV anyways.
Whispered in my ear.
No, you're all good. And then,
Well, that's a relief.
so sometimes it doesn't necessarily go to where the person is feeling their,
Listen, I can still feel you here.
yeah, the energy is pretty big, huh? And we'll go to the knee for a little moving forward. If you were
That
on,
feels really good.
if
Oh my God, that feels so good.
If you were on my table, I'd be asking, you know, when did this begin? And I would get an age, I would age it. I would figure out if it was a family member, a friend, a stranger, what happened. And I would make a suggestion to you what to think about
When what began?
when whatever is causing your issue with your digestion. Because your digestion isn't always the whole reason that you're having an issue. Your heart isn't always about something that happened today. You know, if it's something, if it was cancer, then it could have started well beyond the issues of cancer.
Listen, Mother, it's not cancer, is it?
Nothing for you is, but we're talking in general. When you work with clients, you could be working with almost any issue.
Well, I know I was born really sick, and I was on penicillin, high doses of penicillin, from birth to age 27, either 4 to 6 times a year.
Well,
And so I feel a lot of my digestive stuff tends to come from starting with that and then building on with whatever life has dealt me, putting me at a bit of a disadvantage with all of that coursing through my veins. I haven't been on antibiotics. So that's why I started studying healing,
nice.
so that I could not have to take so many antibiotics. I mean, you said you started studying this because it worked
Yeah.
for you.
Well, for me, I was begging for hip replacement. I could barely walk. I was on the purple pill. I thought my only...
The purple pill?
The purple pill for reflux.
Oh, okay.
I thought my only problem with my health was that I was overweight.
Clearly, that's not my problem.
And someone sent me to this physical therapist. They couldn't see what was wrong with my hip, but they could feel that there was something that was causing me severe pain and a problem with range of motion, and I could barely walk. So it was 2 years of getting therapy before I started the school.
Wow. That says a lot for this.
I'm on your back. You like that, huh?
Oh my God. If I was a cat, I'd be purring. I want to finish my thought though. Oh. This is amazing.
I'll tell you, half of the people that I treat end up sleeping. So it's probably a good idea.
Honey, this show will never end if I fall asleep. I know. One of us has to see the cards. But what I was saying though is, oh, look at me. This says a lot about this therapy then, this modality. If it worked so well for you that you learned it to share with others.
Yes.
That's amazing. I love that.
That became my largest addiction. How many classes could I take?
Oh.
How much could I learn? And having lost both my parents with cancer, my grandparents and everything, it was something that I didn't learn while they were still alive. But when I found that there were really natural ways to heal and to health, I just wanted to know everything.
Huh. So you're going to town there, moving your hands and stuff. What's that all about?
So now I'm at your shoulder. I'm at your shoulder, and I'm still at your thoracic spine and your back.
What's happening in my thoracic spine? Because I feel like
it's standing up a little straight there.
Amazing is happening there.
Yeah, there was just some tension in there, and it causing you just a little bit of issue that you may not even be aware of when I go there, and then after treatment you will feel lighter or something.
What's happening to me?
What are you feeling?
Something's happening.
Okay.
It's not... Oh, no, not 5 minutes. We need more time than this. I love this. I don't want this to end. Let me tell you something. Viewers out there, this is an amazing experience. I don't really have words to say what's happening, but I can feel things shifting and fixing inside me. It's the only words I have. This is amazing.
You can actually feel the energy in most cases as it maneuvers through different areas of the body.
Now, why the knee? What's happening there?
Just something with the knee. I mean, so
because I hurt this knee once a long time ago.
Yeah, so it seems like there's some old scarring underneath, and it also has a lot to do with moving forward. It has different emotional issues. My abilities have expanded into medical intuition, so I follow what I intuit, and that is to go to your knee, and you can actually feel the difference. There's a connection from the back of your spine.
I started to fall asleep.
And your
Oh
knee.
my God! Please never stop. Give me another half hour. I don't want this to end. I don't know what you're doing back there, but that's amazing.
So I'm connecting through the spine into the back of your heart.
Well, the heart again. Jesus.
Yeah, well, we store a lot of stuff in the back of our heart. A lot of
emotions.
emotions.
Back of the heart?
All that stuff we stuff that we don't want to deal with.
I never thought of the back of the heart, or the heart having a back.
Yep, the back of the heart is where we really, the stuff we can't deal with, the emotional issues when we were really little. If it was too much for us to deal with, we'd change our mind. And we wouldn't know how to deal with it. So we would.
So you're dealing with it for me here?
So now we're just kind of loosening it up and having it come up and out.
How's it going to come out?
Well, miraculously.
I'm going to remain continent, right?
Yes, definitely.
Nobody wants that. Oh, maybe that might be helpful for someone.
You know, no, yes, you do want to remain continent. And the back of your heart
Always
will
remain
yes,
continent, my friends.
We will have
always remain continent.
drink a lot of fluids.
Oh my God, this is divine.
And probably what you like to rest after a good treatment. Now just come up and get your shoulders.
Oh my God, I can still feel your hands everywhere that you were. What's really
Yeah.
just let me know when it's time for me to say things.
Well, we only have a couple more minutes and then we'll be done.
Oh, hey now. I sure as I can't keep my eyes
But
open.
hopefully you're getting a good idea of the difference between this and Reiki.
I am getting a really good idea between this and anything else I've ever experienced. It's what just happened? Wow.
You released.
Oh, thank God it was out of my mouth. You know, we are talking about digestion, so of course I'm...
Yeah, well, right now we're just doing a little extra with the heart.
Wow.
All of us can use a little extra work on the heart. Just remove any blockages, any tension, and just allow your body to feel really good.
Oh, maybe I don't even know what that feels like.
Well, and that's the thing. The one good suggestion I could give the people watching is the next time you feel pain,
Yeah.
allow yourself to think about the place. So if you feel pain in your right knee, think about how good your left knee feels.
Are these releases?
Yes.
Wow. Here we are. Look at this. Look at, oh my God, I love you. I love you. This here, I gotta tell you, was amazing. What was this? All of 5 minutes, 5, 6, 7 minutes? I don't know. I slept there for a moment, but just this tiny little bit. Oh, look at that, another release. Has brought about such a profound change in me. I got to have more.
Good.
I need more of this. You at home. You want this. This is incredible. Oh my God, why did we wait so long for this show?
Thank you.
I love you. I'm hugging you.
Love
Watch,
you
watch.
too.
Oh, I do. I love you. Oh my God. Whew. I don't even know how to end this show, but I'm definitely feeling way different than when I rolled up in here a little bit ago. Thank you, Robin Barros, for bringing integrative manual therapy to my show and to my viewers. Amazing. All right. I don't know how to end. I'm just rambling at this point. So thank you for watching Time for Healing. This has been a great, great show. And we'll see you next time for another fascinating show. Take it easy. All right now.
Funding for Simsbury Community Television is provided in part by contributions from viewers like you. Thank you.